Okay, brothers, welcome to this live stream. So we have this news from Robert Kiyosaki. U.S. government is stealing our wealth versus our money. Yet laugh all you want. It's still not too late. Our banking system is bankrupt by gold, silver, and Bitcoin. This is what he says. And further he says, watch for my next warning. The S&P is next, which will toast millions of 401ks and IRAs. Take care. So, and this is in perfect alignment if we are watching right now Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is forming the perfect pattern. Doesn't this pattern reminds you of the bull market in 2021, 2022? Because if we are watching this pattern, what we created, we see here similarity. We topped out, we created a new higher high, a local higher high. We have a double top, and double top is usually very bearish. We see we are dropping down and retesting the previous bottom of this higher high. And look at this. If I'm zooming out, man, it looks really exactly like it looks exactly like same. Look, this was our bull market in 2021. We had also the same double top. Then we dropped down. Everyone said, okay, now we are going again up, but we are retest our local bottom, and then we saw a huge dump to the downside. And this was a dump of around, if we're watching to the bottom, of 77%. I don't expect really that we are dumping here 77%. 77% would be, by the way, this is interesting to watch. 77% with Zuckerblind, this would be crazy. What? 77% would be Bitcoin to 10k. I don't expect that Bitcoin go as low as 10k, but what I'm expecting is very clear here, that Bitcoin will go at least to price tag, what I told you already, to the monthly support line, of 30,800 approximately. 30,800, because 30,800 is a monthly support line. This is the 20 moving average on the monthly. And we see also a lot of people think, oh, this guy is crazy, it cannot be. But as I wrote you already on Twitter, on X, we have here bearish divergence. You measure it always from the upside. You see the RSI is going down while the price is going up. And what you see else is, you see here a death cross which we formed, and a death cross is a very clear indicator that we are going down. You see here the red line cross the green line, and if we are watching historically, always when this happened, when we saw a golden cross happened, like you see here, green line cross the red line to the upside, then we see pump. But if we are watching here in the past, when we see death cross happening, like here for example, the red line cross the green line, we see a dump is happening. So this is a clear, several indicators are telling us. And if you are an astrology guy, then and you're watching the moon phases, always when we have full moon, and we are right now on a full moon, we see dump. Historically, when we saw here for example new moon, we see dump. On full moon we see usually always a pump. So this is a clear indicator for us that we will see here some dump happening. And somebody asking first dump or pump, I expecting now a dump. So we could still retest here again this line at 43,400. In the worst case, we could see even a pump to 46k. And if we see a pump to 46k, then my trade could be liquidated, because I'm right now, my liquidation price 46,067, and I'm with the $200,000 short position right now, which is right now $5,600 in the loss. But another indicator which clearly telling us that we topped out is the total crypto market cap. We perfectly identified through the total crypto market cap the relief rally to the upside. And right now I'm predicting the top of the relief rally right now, because we are hitting here on some resistance, which you see here perfectly. We got rejected here on this line, which is historically a massive support line. You see it here, a huge support line, a huge resistance line. So this will turn into a historical resistance line. So we are going down. And the last indicator for everyone who's not sure about it, the last indicator would be if we are breaking here this support line, this yellow support line, then it's a clear sign for us that we are going down. And we have support coming in at $1.3 trillion and at $1.15 trillion. And don't forget always to watch the big picture, because on the big picture, if we are watching the big picture, and I have to change to a logarithmic chart, on the big picture we are in a huge ascending broadening wedge. And the huge ascending broadening wedge right now, the technical price target, you measure always from the first touch point to the second. So from the highest touch point to the lowest touch point, and right now the technical price target, if we are breaking down, would be what the fuck, would be around 14,000. I don't expect that we are going down to 14,000, but I though expecting that we will retest here this red line. Will we retest right now or later? I expecting first that we are going down to here to the support line of this ascending broadening wedge to 30,000, which is a perfect support line, not only the monthly 20 moving average, but also from the ascending broadening wedge. And then what we could see, because then everyone is shorting, then we could see pump to 50k or 60k even, and then a huge drop down to 21k. This would be perfect to liquidate all the longs and all the shorts out of the market before the halving, before April 2024. This is when we see the halving, and the big price target of Bitcoin of this halving is after the halving. The bull market is usually 2.5 years. The big price target is 150 to $140,000 per Bitcoin, brothers. Are you still hearing me? Yes, you hear me, right? So what is also very interesting to see, what is also, oh man, look at this line. You can watch, I didn't draw this line yesterday. This line is for months already, and look how perfectly we're retesting. So S&P 500 perfectly retesting this line, and like Robert Kiyosaki is saying us, the S&P 500 is next, which will toast millions of 401ks, and it perfectly is in alignment that our relief rally is over. We retested our huge resistance line, which was previously a huge support line. We broke it down, retested it, and right now we will go down to 4,279 at least, or even lower, because on the big picture we should see a huge dump of the S&P 500. We would form here a huge double top, which you see here, and yes, I expecting we could go even lower here to 3,500, which in the big picture is in perfect again alignment that we are retesting 21k, because at 21k we still have Bitcoin at 21k. You have perfectly here still a CME gap open at around the price level of 21k. You see here between 21 and 20k, and this will perfectly wipe out all the long positions. So I'm watching here the big price is 21k, but before we are moving to 21k, expecting that we are moving to 30k, then to around 50, 60k, and then to 21k. Will it work out? I don't know, but please do your own research on this. We see also perfectly right now we saw the relief rally continued, and it continued because again we saw here the dollar broke down, right? And as soon as the dollar gets more strength, we will see Bitcoin further going to the downside. It's always the same patterns. So this on the big market, and also on the big picture, we see here perfectly what pumped in the last month, in the last 24 hours. We see bonk shitcoins pumping, we see altcoins pumping like crazy. So this is the perfect indicator that the relief rally is over, or the relief rally is coming to an end, and we see some rejection here. So this is my my view on the market right now. Do you have any questions, Bratans? I show you again my trades. My Bitcoin position is 5,800 in loss. My BNB long position is 4,800 loss. I will hold my BNB position because I don't expect that BNB will break below 200 or slightly 200. I think they will hold it above 200, because if not, then I'm expecting that Binance would go bankrupt. I don't expect this. By the way, you